able to get close to touching this Eagle squad, and they're going to have their ace, Garrett Left, the future Iowa Hawkeye on the mound here tonight. He's not doing Iowa pitch, but he's one heck of a player, too. He's one of the best all-around baseball players in the entire state of Iowa. He'll be throwing this evening. Is the Treynor Cardinals, and they're solid in their own right. But they're 12-6, and they're 10-4 in the conference. They played against an Underwood early in the season, and they came up short, but they did better than most of the teams have, losing by a final of 5-1. Some solid losers were the sophomore and Bobby Larson, who bats over 500. Dylan Dreyer is a speedster, and he can get on base. They'll be going with sophomore Reese Vortman as their starting pitcher here this evening. And we thought maybe they would throw their ace, Ethan Hill, but he's been playing center field tonight. Vortman is only making his second start of the season, but he does have some decent numbers. And maybe Underwood, having not seen him, at least this year, maybe it'll throw them off balance. Who knows? Treynor is going to just give it the all. Tonight, and you just never know what can happen when two teams take the baseball diamond. It's Treynor and it's Underwood. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Barker, Carnes & Carnes. Trusted insurance since 1894 by KSOM. Neighbors caring for neighbors by 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs by Anita Supply Center, your home enhancement store. We're here to by Hummel Insurance. Service the difference with Hummel. Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. By Stein Seeds, Stein has you. Contact Darren, the local Stein rep. By Principal Financial Group, Mark Smith. By Iowa Western Community College in Atlantic, DU at Iowa Western. And by Pike's Plumbing and Service, plumbing, sewer, and septic. Flags now serving Greenfield and Atlantic. So it's baseball tonight in a week as Treynor battles Underwood. And we'll have the opening pitch at tonight's ball game. We're back after this here on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
For national anthem, and we're ready to go for baseball here tonight. There were some rains that rolled in through the area. Played some havoc tonight. For some cancellations, XRHK Panorama canceled tonight. Cam Ottoman in baseball has been postponed and moved to July 2nd. But they're having baseball here. The softball game got washed out tonight between Treynor and Underwood because the field conditions were not good enough to play. But the baseball looks like it's immaculate for tonight's ball game. Garrett on the mound for The Underwood Eagles versus the line of play is turned in by Treynor head coach Billy Sanders. Dylan Dreyer will lead off for the Cardinals, a sophomore at shortstop. Will Parrott, second baseman, and a senior bat second. Brady Larson, the catcher, and a sophomore will hit third. Ethan Hall is in center field and a junior in the cleanup spot. Clinton Lane, a designated hitter, and the junior bats fourth. Reese Vortman, the starting pitcher, of a sophomore, he will hit sixth. Noah Jedlicka is at first base and a sophomore in the seventh spot. Christensen in left field with a junior bats eighth, and Riley Ogler in right field of a sophomore, and he would hit ninth. And all around is Garrett Rupp. For the Underwood Eagles, he's making his seventh start of the season. He is 6-0 with 0.46 ERA. He's only allowed 4 runs, only 2 hits to earn on a total of 15 hits. He's walked just 2 batters. He's hit more than he's walked. He's hit 3 batters, and he's struck out 62 in 30 and 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting a meager 132 against him. He could probably pitch in college when he wanted to, but we talked to him last week, and he mentioned to me that no, he was recruited as a batter, and that's how he'll go to the University of Iowa. He was hitting anyway. It's turning the rotation, and he will throw tonight. Dylan Dreyer will step in for the Treynor Cardinals, and we're ready to go for baseball here tonight in Underwood. And the first pitch of the ball game is a swing and a miss for strike one. We start a little early tonight. First pitch is at 7:23 p.m. The bottom fell out of that pitch from Lott, and the 0-1 to Dreyer, and a fastball, and Dreyer can't catch up. It's a swing and a miss for strike two. Dreyer hitting .449 with 16 runs batted in on the season. Lott into the line in the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike three. He didn't waste a round, didn't even waste a pitch. He strikes on Dreyer in 3 straight pitches. What a worry here in the top of the first. Defensively behind Lott, Taden Hall in left field. It's Luke Robinson in center. Connor Brummett is in right. The batter now will Parrott. Will get you the infield momentarily here after this first offering to Parrott. And he fouls that one way out of play towards the parking lot, and it's 0-1. On the infield, Riker Adair is at third base, Hudson Ross, the shortstop, Nick Hackett at second, Blake Brentzel, the freshman, over at first. Maddox McKelson is behind the plate, and Garrett Lott, junior pitcher, on the bump. He's thrown nothing but strikes. The 0-1 to Parrott, it's in there for a called strike two. Parrott hitting 180 with 6 RBIs on the season. And Lott, again, nothing but strikes. He's ahead of Parrott. No balls and 2 strikes. Very hard. And inside, and it's 1-2 to Parrott, the Cardinals' second baseman. Cardinals have red, gray, and white on their jerseys, white pants. And a swing and miss, late swing by Parrott, a defensive swing. He saw it late, and it went inside on him. And 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Lott. And that'll bring on Brody Larson, the Treynor catcher. The top part of the jersey is gray with Treynor outlined in red, and then you have red, gray, and white stripes below it, kind of horizontal stripes along the bottom part of the jersey, while our pants are all white. Underwood more simple, just blue jerseys and white pants. And here's a bouncing ball at the second. Hackett is up with it. Short flip to first, and it's a short top of the first for Garrett Lott. 3 up, 3 down. They're half inning. It's Treynor nothing, and Underwood coming to bat here on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance or stop in anytime.
Did you know that Mexican...
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy? What? How do you...
Starting for the Cardinals, Reese Vartman, the sophomore. Here's the starting lineup. Both faces turned in by Underwood head coach Andy Van Fossen. Maddox McKelson, a freshman catcher, will lead things off. Garrett Lutt, the starting pitcher, the junior, will bat second. Riker Adair at third base, and a junior will hit third. Gavin Miles, a freshman designated hitter, in the cleanup spot. Nick Hackett, senior second baseman, will hit fifth. Easton Robertson, senior center fielder, will hit sixth. Hudson Ross is a freshman at a shortstop in the seventh spot. Blake Brentzel, a freshman at first base, will bat eighth. And Connor Brummett, junior right fielder, will hit ninth. And the pitcher tonight is Reese Vortman, who is making just his second start of the season. He does also have a couple of relief appearances on the year, so he has not thrown much. Just his fourth overall appearance. He is 2-1, a 1.91 ERA. He's thrown 11 innings this year, allowed 6 runs, 3 of which are earned on 7 hits. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, opponents hitting 171 against him. So Vortman, the starting pitcher for Treynor, and Maddox McKelson will lead things off for Underwood. Beautiful night here in Underwood. Mostly sunny skies, 79 degrees here at game time. Winds out of the northwest at 10 miles an hour, blowing from behind us and blowing out to the outfield. First pitch to McKelson's a swing and a miss for strike one. McKelson hitting .270 on the year with 9 RBIs on the season. And the 0-1 is way up high by Vortman, and it's even at a ball at a strike. As I said, rains around the area, but it was earlier today, and hopefully it will stay away from this neck of the woods. First, the 1-1 pitch, and that is up high as well. 2 balls at a strike to count to McKelson, batting from the right side against the righty Vortman. For the Cardinals, and the 2-1. Fastball again a little bit high, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike to the Eagles' leadoff man. The field here in Underwood is pretty much right next to the high school on North Street, on the north part of town, appropriately enough. 3-1 is in the dirt, and McKelson has the leadoff walk. And that'll bring on Lutt. Defensively behind Vortman, Luke Christensen in left field, Ethan Hill in center, Riley Lovner is in right. Bryce Lewis, the third baseman, Dylan Dreyer at short, Will Parrott, the second baseman, Noah Jedlicka will hold on McKelson at first. Brody Larson is the catcher, and Reese Vortman, the starting pitcher for Treynor. So here is Lutt, very dangerous hitter. He bats from the left side against the righty Vortman. McKelson only has 2 stolen bases on the year. Neither of these teams really has stolen much this year. Underwood is a station-to-station ball club. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Lutt batting an even .600. He does have 3 home runs and 21 runs batted in on the year. 10 doubles. I think it's 3 triples, 33 runs, and a partridge in a pear tree for Lutt. The 1-0. He takes a big cut and fouls it way out of play on the third base side, and it's even at 1-1. First week of the season, he was not even retired. He was batting a 1,000 batting average. Just amazing statistics for this future Hawkeye. He's done it with his arm. He's done it with the bat. And McKelson off first, the 1-1 to Lutt. And a breaking ball misses a little bit high, just above the belt. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. You just do not want to fall behind Lutt, and you do not want to face him with runners on base. And that's the situation that Vortman has dug himself into here with the leadoff walk. Now the 2-1 to Lutt. And a high fastball, and he fouls it way back out of play. There's a slope that goes way beyond the bleachers, which are a nice-sized bleacher. They go up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 rows of bleachers. So the 2-2 pitch to Lutt, and it's a high pop fly hit down the right field side, but it will be foul and out of play, and it stays at 2-2 to Lutt. They have their Western Conference champions sign banner down the left field line, and that draws your eye when you first come here to Underwood and Eagles Field. All of the outfield fences has covering on it. Vortman will throw to first and suddenly becomes aware that Mikkelsen is over there, dives back into the bag. There's trees kind of sporadically throughout the outfield, a groundskeeping shed through straightaway center field looking straight south. 2-2, and then Lutt drives it towards deep center field. Going back, and making the catch is Hill. He was going towards right, and he had to reach back the other way, and he made a fantastic catch in deep center. And Lutt, a big out retired there, one away here in the bottom of the first, no score for Riker Adair. That was not an easy play. Hill was backpedaling, going one way, and then he had to reach across his body with his mitt and somehow hauled it in while the rest of his body was going one way. He reached back the other way. He looked like a pretzel trying to catch that one, and he made the play. Runner goes, and the pitch is popped up. Runner has to retreat. It's into shallow right. Coming in is Lovner. He will get there to make the catch, and Adair is retired on one pitch. 2 outs for Vortman, and Gavin Miles, the designated hitter, will stand in for the Eagles. I'm still just boondoggled by that great play in center by Ethan Hill. That's why he's not pitching, why he's in center. First pitch is a strike on the inside quarter for Miles. And you get plays like that, that gives your pitcher even more confidence. Sometimes you want to make perfect pitches. You're scared of facing a dangerous hitter like Lutt, and you get him out, and you get a defensive play like that behind you. And a swing and a miss by Miles, and the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Check that, no balls, 2 strikes. Miles hitting .323 with 13 RBIs on the season. Mikkelsen got the leadoff walk, but he's still at first base for Underwood, and Vortman 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The 0-2 just missed. Larson held on to that ball for an extra half second. Very close pitch for Vortman, but didn't get the call. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Miles from the right side against the rowdy Vortman, who comes to the stretch. Breaking ball, and pops out of the mitt of Larson. It was thrown so softly. He has to get up and retrieve the baseball, but the count is even now to Miles. Deuces are wild. Mikkelsen has not even looked to steal at all in any of these at-bats. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to Gavin Miles. Vortman checks the runner. The pitch. And he just did get a piece. Miles right off the bottom part of the barrel, and he fouled it back to the screen. And it stays 2-2 to Miles. No score, bottom of the first. Vortman getting 2 big fly outs and a good defensive play in center to back him up. And that one just snapped the mid outside. And I believe the count is full to Gavin Miles. So Mikkelsen should be running. 2 outs here on the bottom of the first for the Eagles. Vortman comes ready. The pitch is a bouncing ball foul on the third base side. I guess it's 2-2. I thought the count was full, but I might have made a mistake there. So it's 2-2 now. Miles, a .323 hitter. And Underwood looking for a little 2-out lightning with a runner at first base. Vortman comes ready again. And the pitch, it hit him. He lost Miles. Tried to throw it inside. It got a little bit too up and in, and it looked like it hit Miles right on the shoulder blade, just on the inside part of the shoulder blade. just seems like there have been a lot of hit by pitches this year in high school baseball. I don't know if it's more or less than years past. I got to do research on that, but it just seems like it's more. So 2 on, 2 out for Nick Hackett. Going to try and hack at one here with runners at first and second for the Eagles. First pitch from Vortman is a fastball low for ball 1. Hackett hitting .375 with 15 RBIs on the season, no home runs. He's got McKelson at second, Miles at first for Underwood, and 2 outs at the bottom of the first inning. Treynor against the #1 team in the state in 2A, who suffered their first loss of the year, their last game. Swing, and it's popped up and back, and it's going to reach the seats. Go to the bottom of the hill and let some youngster use his young legs to chase down that foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hackett. Yeah, Underwood was undefeated until Tuesday night. They went all the way up north to Orange City and played the Dutchmen of MOC Floyd Valley, who are ranked 7th in Class 3A. And Underwood got thrashed 10-0 in that ball game. But I tell you, I give them points for making the trip up to Orange City, a long drive, to face a good baseball team. 1-1 the count to Hackett with 2 on, 2 out. And a breaking ball, that hits him right in the leg, right about the knee, and then hit him right above that in the thigh, bouncing off the knee. So that's back-to-back hit by pitches by Vortman, and the bases are now loaded. And Easton Robertson, veteran hitter, will stand in for the Eagles. Well, that'll bring a visit to the mound from Brody Larson, the catcher, making sure that his sophomore pitcher, Vortman, is okay. He's hit back-to-back batters. He got 2 big outs in Adair and Lutt, but now he's been trying to throw inside a couple of times, and he's missed his target. Instead, he's hit the batter. So Robertson stands in with ducks on the pond. And the first pitch. Swing, and there's a drive hit towards the gap in left center field. Diving at left is Christensen, and he makes the catch. Unbelievable. That ball looked like it was headed into the gap, and Christensen dove, and he came up with an incredible catch. Spectacular play by Christensen, and he saved how much? 1, 2, 3, at least 3 runs. No runs, no hits, a walk, 2 hit batters, 3 men left aboard. We've played 1 inning, still no score. Underwood and Treynor here on KSOM.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic. And then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
School baseball on KSOM.
Well, usually the man who makes the great defensive play will lead off the next half inning. However, that's not the case tonight. He made one of the good plays. First pitch to Ethan Hill is in there for a called strike from Garrett Lutt. Hill making a turnaround catch in center after the leadoff walk by Vortman. A fastball by Lutt, a little high and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hill hitting .298. He's got 18 runs batted in. Lutt has tremendous velocity. His pitches look like they're coming out of a cannon. Here's a ground ball hit to short. Ross takes 1 step to his left, throws it a little low, but Brentzel leans down and makes the play, and there's 1 away here in the second inning. That'll bring on Colton Lane. Just tremendous defense by Treynor in the bottom of the first inning on a great
shot by Robertson that looked like it was sure to drop in, and Christensen just laid it all out. I mean, his body was parallel with the ground, and somehow he came up with the catch. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Colton Lane, the designated hitter, batting just 122 on the season with 6 RBIs on the year. So we're still scoreless in this one. And a breaking ball, and Lane golfs at it, swing and a miss for strike 2. Lutt 2 strikeouts of the first. He's retired the first 4 he's faced from the Cardinals. They weren't able to touch him the first time around much. That fastball low by Lutt. It's 1 ball to 2 strikes. Against Treynor, Lutt threw 97 pitches. He went the distance and allowed just 1 run. It was not earned on 7 hits. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 13. That one's in the dirt by Lutt, and the count is even at 2-2. He has struck out double-digit batters 4 times out of his 6 starts this year as Garrett Lutt. His last outing was against Logan Magnolia, another good team in the conference. 2-2 and a swing and a miss. He just overpowered Lane there. 3rd strikeout for Garrett Lutt. 2 out, nobody on for the Cardinal pitcher, Vortman. Lutt threw 98 pitches against the Panthers and allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 5 hits, 2 hit batters, no walks, and 13 strikeouts. First pitch, and that one's a strikeout that ease, 0-1. You get a walk from Lutt, you should thank your lucky stars, because he's only walked 2, once against Tri-Center and once against Logan Magnolia, and starts 2 and 3 in the year. That's fouled to the screen on the first base side by Vortman, and it's 0-2. Vortman hitting .214. He does have 9 RBIs on the season for the Cardinals. And he's pitched against the tougher teams in the conference, all of them. I mean, he went his first start against Audubon. Well, he only went 2 innings in that one. And a breaking ball and a swing and a miss by Vortman. And Lutt sends him in order. 1, 2, 3, no scores. We go to the bottom of the second here on KSOM.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
High school baseball on KSOM.
So no score. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Bottom 3 of the order for Underwood against Treynor starter Reese Vortman. We are quickly running out of regular season games. We only got 3 more left. And in the playoffs hit next Monday. We're actually going to see this Underwood team again next Wednesday when they visit Harlan. That'll be an interesting game. That's next Wednesday. On Tuesday night, we have a doubleheader in softball. Fremont Mills will take on Griswold Cam. That game was originally scheduled to be won, but they had a rainout last Monday. First pitch to Ross is grounded to short. Backhanded by Dryers. Got to hurry. Throws to first in time. Good lean down by Jedlicka at first base. Ross, a good backhand. And Ross retired on 1 pitch here in the second inning, and that'll bring on Blake Brensel. So last Monday, or this past Monday, Fremont Mills and Griswold were rained out, and now they'll make it up next Tuesday night when they face one another again. First pitch to Brensel popped up. That's headed towards second. Backing up, still backing up near the edge of the grass is Parrott, and he reaches back and makes the catch. And just like that, 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring on Connor Brummert. Brummett will have to take this pitch. He doesn't want a perfect three-pitch inning for Vortman. It's not an immaculate inning. An immaculate inning would be 9 pitches and a strikeout, 3 strikeouts. First pitch to Brummett looked a little low, but it's ruled a strike. Brummett hitting .364, 9 RBIs on the season. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. And now Vortman ahead, 0-2. By the way, Monday, just to round out what my thoughts were, Monday will be in Guthrie Center. Madrid takes on ACGC in a West Central Conference game. Fastball by Vortman misses inside. 1-2 now to Brummett. Well, I tell you one thing. I think that play by Hill did amazing confidence for Vortman. Well, he almost hit another batter way inside that time. Of course, after 2 flyouts in the first, he hit 2 batters in a row, and then Robertson got robbed by Christensen and left with the bases loaded. That one's inside as well. And the count is full quickly to Connor Brummett. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The number 9 hitter for Underwood. The payoff pitch. Swing and a little fly ball hit to right, but that might be over the head of the right fielder. No, Lovner able to give back, and he makes the catch. The glove was right about the shoulder, just above Treynor on the jersey. Nice play by Lovner. What great outfield defense so far by the Cardinals. And Underwood goes in order. 3 up, 3 down through 2 innings complete. We're still scoreless here on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
For anybody. Garrett Lutt has faced the minimum 6. Noah Jedlicka will lead things off for the Treynor Cardinals here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Underwood had the bases loaded in the first on a walk and 2 hit by pitch. But Vortman got him in order in the 2nd inning. Jedlicka stands in from the left side against the righty Lutt. And the first pitch is a strike right down the middle for 0-1 to Jedlicka, hitting .265 with 7 runs batted in. Lutt, as I said, he's faced nothing but WIC teams so far this year. Logan Magnolia twice. 2nd time against Treynor. He's faced Tri-Center twice. He and Nick Hackett combined on a no-hitter in the first game of the season, or the first pitch game of the season by Lutt. There's a swing and a miss at one in the dirt by Jedlicka. And it's 0-2 to the Cardinal first baseman. Against the Wheelers, he only went 2 innings there. Off-speed pitch a little bit high and outside, and it's 1 ball to 2 strikes. Jedlicka would not go after it. His fastball is so strong, and then he got that off-speed pitch. There's an off-speed and a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is strikeout number 5 for Garrett Lutt. 1 away for Luke Christensen. Again, right now, the story of the game, great catches in the outfield by Treynor, and Christensen had one of the best catches I've seen this season, laying it all out in left with the bases loaded. He looks to bunt, pops it up and back and out of play. And it bounces halfway up the bleachers right behind the backstop. No balls and 1 strike to Christensen, hitting .320 with 9 RBIs on the season. Christensen from the right side, and Garrett Lutt will deliver. And the pitch is low. It's got to be incredible for a man here in a small town just outside of Omaha to find his way to University of Iowa to play baseball. The 1-1 pitch is popped straight up in the air, and the catcher, Mickelson, goes up the third base side just a little bit, actually just to the left of the plate, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Very good play by Mickelson. Good job by the dugout for Underwood to immediately tell him where to go. And he eyed it. It's so important for the catcher to get that mask off and get an eye on the ball. Once you do that, your job is a lot easier. First pitch to Riley Lobner. It's a bounce, slowly chopped to third. Backpedaling is Adair. He fields a good stretch by Brentzel at first, and the side is retired. That was not an easy play, as it was not hit that hard. Adair was going backwards on it. That took some of the air out of the ball across the diamond. A good stretch by Brentzel. And once again, Treynor goes in order in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Still no score. Treynor and Underwood here on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Call Cass Health at 712-243-2850.
High school baseball on KSOM.
Still no score. Bottom of the third. First pitch to Maddox Mickelson is up and in for ball 1. Maurice Vortman has not allowed a base hit so far for Treynor. Garrett Lutt has faced the minimum 9. The 1-0 to Mickelson. There's a strike at the knees, and it's even at a ball to the strike. Mickelson, a leadoff walk of the first. He got all the way to third, but could not come the 90 feet to get that first run on the board. Christensen responsible for that. The 1-1 is high by Vortman. 2 balls at his strike. Mickelson, not very tall, and when he bends down low, he gives him an even a softer target. There's a swing and a miss. Might have foul tipped it. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's hitting .270 on the year, but obviously head coach Andy Van Fossen has some faith in him and getting on base and starting things, batting in front of Lutt. Oh, a swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Larson able to grab it and then tag out Mickelson. That's a swing I think he'd like to have back. That's the first strikeout for Vortman. What away for Lutt. Mickelson, his on-base percentage is not spectacular, but it is above 400. It's at 408. And that walk in the bottom of the first was the 8th walk of the season. First pitch to Lutt, and he drives it deep to center field. Going back is Hill, back to the wall. It is gone! Number 4 in the year, we're scoreless, no more. Garrett Lutt, a solo home run to one of the deepest parts of the park, and it's 1-0 Underwood. They say, let's go Corky. Is that his nickname, Corky? Or is that Riker Adair's nickname? Either way, it was a blast by Lutt. His 4th homer, his 22nd RBI of the season. This is the 2nd time through the order, and Lutt obviously made some adjustments on Vortman. He hit one to deep center his last time, but Hill made a great catch on it. First pitch now to Riker Adair is in the dirt for ball 1. Adair flew out to right his first time up. This is a chess game. This is the game within the game. It's so important as Vortman faces the lineup a second time. He's going to have to make adjustments. while the Underwood batters have seen him now for the last 2+ innings. Vortman throws that one in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes to Adair, who's a .346 hitter. And now a fastball, and that's a swinging bonnet chopper, but it goes foul on the third base side. 2-1 to Adair. Pretty good in the throws for the spring season, Riker Adair for Underwood. 1 point needs to be made. I mean, Garrett Ludd is a superstar. There's no doubt about it. But that means every other player on this Underwood team is underrated. Fastball, and that's grounded slowly on the right side. Could be trouble, and it finds its way into right field for a base hit. It didn't have much juice on it, but just enough to squeeze its way in the hole, and Adair's a 1-out single. Boy, that was just slowly hit, and Parrott, ranging towards the line, just could not get there. He was more playing him up the middle at the normal spot, and somehow Adair was able to find the hole. That ball has eyes. And here's Gavin Miles now with 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the third inning as Underwood is starting to get going. Miles swings at the first pitch and a high fly ball, foul ground, right field side, and on the run, Lovner can't get there. Good effort by Lovner and right. He had real estate in front of him, but it was a long, long sprint for him. And it just goes as a strike to Miles, 0-1. One thing is Treynor had such a great track and field team, and a lot of those athletes in track and field really don't play baseball. I think Lovner did do track. That's up and in by Vortman, and it's even now 1-1 strike. 1-0 Underwood with the lead on Lutt's solo home run here in the bottom of the third inning. Runner at first is Adair. Miles awaiting the 1-1. Fastball in the dirt, pops up into the air. Heading down to second is Adair on the wild pitch. Well, there's nothing Larson could have done. That was in the dirt. He got his glove on it, but it deflected off the glove and off the home plate and popped straight up into the air, not that far up. But Adair moves over to second for Underwood. And it's 2 balls and a strike now to Miles. As I was saying, I mean, when you look at this Underwood team, I mean, the first thing that just all the stats that Lutt had blow you off the page. But, I mean, then you look up and down to this lineup. That one's way up and in, and Miles leans out of the way of that pitch. 3 balls and a strike to the freshman Miles. I mean, he's hitting .323. Adair at .346. Hackett on deck, .375. Robertson, .333. I mean, this is more than just one guy. And so you think about, we got to stop Lutt, we got to stop Lutt, we got to stop Lutt. No, you got to stop these other guys too. They can make damage. That one way too high by Vortman. It's his second walk. And the inning continues for Nick Hackett. Well, this is the 2 batters that Vortman hit back-to-back of the first inning, Miles and Hackett. Now he walks Miles, and Hackett comes on with runners at first and second. Underwood with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third and looking to add. Vortman a long time of the stretch here. And now time finally called by Hackett and granted, and I don't know, the umpire was... Did he warn Vortman? I mean, he came up. I think he warned him. I don't know what was going on there, but Vortman hardly even blinked, really. Now he's going to pitch, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. Well, the man in blue, or actually they're all in black here tonight, but still call him blue. The man in blue has been giving that low strike zone. Vortman able to capitalize there. It's 0-1 to Nick Hackett. From the stretch is Vortman. He turns and throws it to second, but Parrott wasn't even on the bag. He threw it at his second baseman. But moving back anyway was Adair. First and second, 1 away here on the bottom of the third. Hackett waiting. And the 1-1 from Vortman. Swing and pop straight up into the air. Third base side, Lewis right by his dugout. He reaches back at foul ground and makes the catch. Well, he almost overran that ball, but he stayed with it. And he had to reach back with his mitt and able to stab it. So 2 away in the third, a big out there for Vortman, and a big play by Lewis at third. And here is Easton Robertson. Well, he came up in a similar situation in the first inning, and he was robbed on a diving catch by Christensen. It's just spectacular catch. Well, he comes up here with 2 on and 2 out now in the third inning. Robertson has 27 runs batted in to lead this team. So he bats on the 6th spot. So he's used to this. First pitch way up high. Vortman missed badly with that one. 1 ball to no strikes to Easton Robertson for Underwood. Righty-righty matchup. Adair at second, Miles at first for the Eagles. Vortman ready, the 1-0. And Robertson takes all the way. It's outside ball 2. So he's fallen behind Robertson. Dangerous hitter here for Underwood. And the 2-0 pitch. And a fastball that misses. And it's 3 balls to no strikes now to Easton Robertson. Do they dare give him the green light? He's an RBI guy. I would say 99% of the time he wouldn't. 3-0, no, it's way inside. It turns him around. Ball 4. Third walk allowed by Vortman. Second in this inning. And the bases are loaded yet again. And now here's Hudson Ross. And that'll bring a visit to the mound from Larson, the catcher, as he and Vortman are going to make sure they're on the same page. We're here on KSOM in Audubon and Atlantic. Chris Varney along with you. Fletcher Toth, our videographer here tonight. Powered by Nishnanet, technically awesome. As we have a 1-0 Underwood lead over Treynor. Bases are loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the third, and Hudson Ross now the batter for the Eagles. First pitch from Vortman is up and in, 4-1. Ross grounded as short his last time up. It was a good backhand stop by Dreyer. Ross a .326 batter. No homers, but he does have 10 ribbies on the year. He's got them loaded here. The 1-0 now from Vortman. There's a strike on the inside corner, and it's even at a ball at a strike. So a big opportunity for Ross here. With the Ducks on the pond for the Eagles, or the Eagles on the air, or whatever. The 1-1 pitch is high and inside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So an opportunity for Underwood to build a huge lead, and Treynor trying to get out of this. The pitch, and that's a line drive into center field. Hill dives. He cannot make the play. He stops the ball, but 2 runs will come in. Over to third goes Robertson, and it's a 2-run single for Hudson Ross, and it's 3-0 Underwood. Well, almost another great play in the outfield. This time Hill made a great effort at it, but just out of his reach. With 2 outs, you're running on contact, so Adair and Miles score easily. Robertson hits the third. A big 2-out RBI, 2-run single for Ross, and Blake Brensel is the batter. He's the 8th man to hit here in this bottom of the third for the Eagles. A 1-out homer by Lutt really started this inning for Underwood. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Nothing in 1 to Brensel. Popped to second his first time up. He does have a homer this year with 5 runs batted in. He's got runners on the corners here. Pop this one straight up and back. The catcher, Larson, doesn't see it. That's what I was talking about earlier. You got to first get the mask off, then you got to see it. And that's not easy. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. And clearly, it was not easy for Larson there. He didn't see it. 0-2 the count to Brenzel. That was the 60th pitch of the ball game for Vortman, and we're only in the third. Brenzel 0 for 1. Runner at first takes off, and there's going to be a balk. It totally distracted Vortman. Ross took off from first, stopping mid windup was Vortman. It'll be a balk, and that'll score Robertson, and it's 4-0. So give credit to Ross, really, for that run. Ross just saw that he was being ignored at first base, and he just decided to take off, and he did so slowly. Vortman saw him out of and now he balked again. And now Vortman, a sophomore, is getting rattled. He just is not coming set. So another balk, and Ross, who's going to get credit for a stolen base, he should get credit for an RBI, but he's going to move to third on the second balk of the inning, and Vortman clearly a little bit rattled here. He just stopped. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a pitcher actually stop in mid windup like that as the runner took off, and that time it was a little bit more subtle. Now the 0-2 pitch, and he gets out of it, a swing and a miss by Brenzel, but the damage has been done by Underwood here in the third as they score 4 runs on a total of 3 hits. There were 2 walks, 2 balks, and 1 man left aboard. Through 3 complete, it's Underwood 4, Treynor nothing here on KSOM.
I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
4-0 Underwood. We go to the top of the 4th inning. First pitch to Dylan Dreyer is popped up, and Lutt off the mound, coming in a little bit and up the first base line. He'll make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th. Dreyer, a .449 hitter, and he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up, and that'll bring on Will Parrott. And Lutt has done this with just 29 pitches so far through the first 3 1/3 inning. And the first pitch to Parrott just misses inside for ball 1. It's going to be interesting to see what Andy Van Fossen does with his rotation. Towards this end of the season, there's a swing and a miss by Parrott, and quickly 1 ball, 1 strike. Parrott struck out his first time up. These 2 teams could play again in the district finals. That one's in the dirt, skips back to the screen, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Underwood they've already clinched the conference title. They only have 2 conference games left, and they have a 3-game lead. They will play HSTW tomorrow. That'll be their last conference game. Pitch, and that's a line drive down the right field line. That's going to fall in there for a base hit. Brummett was ranging over towards right a little bit, but not far enough. Good piece of hitting by Parrott as he drifts that one into right. And there goes the no-hitter. So Parrott is aboard. That's the first base runner for Treynor. Perfect game, and no-hitter go out the window with that one, and that'll bring on Brody Larson. I would imagine Lutt will have 1 more start before the playoffs. There's a good slider in there for a called strike. Larson 0 for 1. He grounded to second his first time up, a .523 hitter. Next week, Underwood plays a really good Bedford team on Monday. Tuesday against a solid Woodbury Central team. And then they play Harlan on Wednesday. That one's in the dirt, bounces in front of home plate, but a good block by McKelson. And that keeps Parrott at first. Lutt from the stretch of the first time tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Larson. He's got Lutt. He's got Robertson, has been pitching in relief a lot lately. Here's a ground ball hit to second. Hackett fumbles a little bit with it, goes to second for 1, and no chance to throw for Ross. So he held on to it in a smart play. They get the lead runner. So 2 outs now. Larson on a fielder's choice. And that'll bring on Ethan Hill. Ryan Fletcher has been pitching out of the rotation. He's gotten 3 starts this year. Lutt, of course. Brensel pitched Tuesday against MLC Floyd Valley and took the loss in that one. It's really been a 3-man rotation, although Robertson can either start or relieve. As I said, he started the start at the season, and now he's kind of pitching out of the bullpen. Treynor will go to the pinch runner. And I'm going to have to go deep on my roster for that one. Well, I don't have that unless I missaw the player. He just dove back in to the bag. It's mysterious number 24, who I do not have on my roster. 4-0 Underwood with the lead. We have a pinch runner for Larson, actually a courtesy runner for Larson. Ethan Hill, the batter. 4-0 Underwood, 2 out, 1 on in the top of the 4th. Hill, the batter, and he is 0 for 1. He grounded as short his first time up. Oh, a 3/4 swing and a miss that time by Hill, and it's 0-1. He'd love to have that pitch back, or that swing back, for that matter. 0-1 the count to Hill. And a swing and a miss for strike 2, and Lutt quickly gets ahead of Hill at no balls and 2 strikes. So, as I was talking about with Underwood, you know, with 3 games coming up next week, and they're using 3 guys in the rotation, what will Van Fossen do? A breaking ball is in the dirt. Runner will advance on the wild pitch, but Hill is retired. They say he went around, and that will retire the side. That's the 6th strikeout for Garrett Lutt. He could not hold his swing up, could not check it, and Treynor comes up empty in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left aboard.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
High school baseball on KSOM.
For 4-0 Underwood with the lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Connor Brummett will lead things off for the Eagles. Underwood right now with 4 runs on 3 hits. It'll be Brummett, the 9-hitter, then McHaleson and Lutt that will bat here in the 4th inning. Looks like we got a new pitcher in for Treynor, and it is Riley Lovner. So Reese Vortman goes 3 innings, and he allows 4 runs. They are all earned on 3 hits. He walks 3 and strikeouts 2, and has 2 balks and a wild pitch and a partridge in a pear tree. So Lovner comes in from right field to pitch now for the Cardinals, and he will face Brummett to lead things off. Lovner making his 6th appearance of the season, all in relief. He is 1-0 with a 6.10 ERA and 1 save. Brummett will lead things off, and he takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. The numbers on Lovner, he has thrown 10 in the third innings. He has walked 6, struck out 14, allowed 14 runs, 9 earned on 11 hits. Opponents hitting .250 against him. Fastball off the fists and fouled away. And I know I parked my vehicle way far away that no foul ball could damage it. That one wasn't even close. It was on a dead line, though, for the vehicles, almost like Brummett was aiming for it. 0-2, the count to Brummett is 0 for 1. He flied to right. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Lovner dispatches Brummett on 3 straight pitches. And so 1 gone. Base is empty for Maddox Mickelson. So Vortman pitched well, of course, in the first 2 innings. He got out of trouble, got saved by some defense by the outfield. He retired the Eagles in order in the second. I wonder how many guys have done that on the season. Probably not many. But Garrett Lutt ended it with a dinger with 1 out, and there's a swing and a miss by Mickelson, who was 0 for 1. Maddox struck out his last time up, walked against Vortman. And that 4-run third inning is the difference in the ballgame. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss for strike 2. It's been nothing but strikes from Lovner. Treynor decided not to go with any of their starters. Parrott was the one who pitched against Treynor the first time around. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes. 2 out, nobody on, and that will bring on Lutt. This is where you want to face Lutt. For instance, Vortman made a huge mistake in walking Mickelson to start the bottom of the first inning, but he got away with it when Lutt didn't quite hit it deep enough in center. He took care of that the second time around, though. First pitch to Garrett Lutt, and that one just misses. There's the first ball by Lovner. 1 ball and no strikes to Lutt, with his 4th home run of the year to straightaway center his last time up. That was against Vortman. Started a 4-run inning. 1-0 pitch is low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. You just don't know. How do you pitch to him? I mean, you just don't want him to leave the yard on you like he did the last time. You know he's going to get his hits, but you got to try and face him with nobody on. And now that one's in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes to Lutt. 4-0 Eagles. 2 on. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Treynor only has 1 hit to 3 for the Eagles. And the 3-0. Way up high. Walked him on 4 straight pitches. So a 2-out base runner for Lutt. He has 7 stolen bases in as many attempts this year. We'll see if Underwood tries to move him into scoring position as Riker Adair will step in. Right now it is tough maybe for the hitters because the entire home plate area is in shade, and the shade creeps out like about 10 feet or so in front of the plate. The pitcher is still in sunlight. First pitch, and that gets away all the way back to the screen. Everybody saw that, and Lutt moves on to second on the wild pitch. So it's not easy right now for the hitters because they're looking at the pitcher, and as he comes through with the windup, the ball is in the sunlight, and then suddenly, as it comes to the plate, it gets into the shade, and that can disrupt things a little bit. So this will be for probably this inning. The 1-0 pitch, and that one is outside. However, suddenly, Lovner can't find the zone. 2 balls and no strikes to Adair, who singled his last time up. Later scored. He's 1 for 2. Lutt at second with 2 outs on the walk. From the stretch is Lovner, and the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball hit to short, fielded by Dreyer. Stops, throws, it's in the dirt. 1 hopper. And beating it out is Adair. It'll be an infield single. Lutt takes third. And the infield continues for Gavin Miles. Well, Dreyer, for whatever reason, he fielded it cleanly, and then there was just a little bit of a hesitation. just a tad. And I think it disrupted him. He didn't get it in clean kind of throwing mode. And then when he threw it, he didn't get as a hard throw onto it, and it took a hop. And that allowed Adair to beat it out. First pitch to Miles, a strike at the knees, 0-1. Miles does not have an official at bat. He's got 2 plate appearances. He's reached base both times on a hit by pitch and a walk, and he scored a run. 2 outs, runners on the corners for Miles. The 1-0. And an off speed, that's in there for a called strike. I should say that was the 0-1. It's 0-2 now to Miles, a .323 hitter, looking to add to his 13 RBIs. 4-0 Underwood. 2 out, 2 on in the 4th. Fastball low and away. Miles would not go chase. And the count is 1-1 strikes now to Gavin Miles. One thing about this Underwood team is they're going to be good for a while to come. Next year, and they got 2 seniors on this roster in this lineup, Hackett and Robertson. Hackett on deck. Miles only a freshman. Swing, and he pops it up and foul over our heads on the first base side. And it stays 1-2 to Miles. Miles a freshman, McHaleson a freshman. They got 4 freshmen, and this is the #1 team in the state. They got 4 freshmen in their starting lineup tonight. From the stretch, the 1-2. Swing, and there's a high fly ball down the line and right. A long run there, and it is foul. It's not Lovner anymore, so they've replaced him. They got a new right fielder. With Lovner coming in, and now Colton Lane, the designated hitter, has moved out to right. Darn near did get a hit in front of him, did Miles on the right field line. It was just foul, barely. 1-2, runner at first goes. It's in the dirt. There's no chance for Larson. He did a great job at stabbing it, but Adair, he ran. So it's a stolen base for Riker Adair, his 4th of the year. And now runners at second and third with 2 outs. And the count is even to Miles. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 4-0. The pitch. Good breaking ball in there for a called strike. Froze Miles. That was a great pitch. And Lovner ends up striking out the side. And Underwood comes up empty. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, or 1 walk, 2 left. Through 4 innings. Underwood 4 and Treynor 0 here on KSOM.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
High school baseball on KSOM.
For Treynor, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Garrett Ludd has only allowed 1 hit. Colton Lane now in right field will lead things off for the Cardinals. I hesitate on saying this because I'm a little superstitious. First pitch to Lane is a swing and a miss for strike 1. But I have not been bothered once by a fly tonight. See, I told you I hesitated, but I did. Here the thing, the 0-1, Lane swings, he just got a piece and fouled it back, and it's 0-2. I did remember to buy bug spray, and I sprayed my legs, So I haven't had any issues. So the bug spray works. It does work. The 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss from strike three. A good breaking ball that time by Garrett Lutt. The bottom fell out of that tub. And Lane tried a golfing swing and completely full. That's the 7th strikeout for Lutt. One away for Reese Vortman. Vortman struck out his first time up for Treynor. And the first pitch is the fastball. Swing and a miss for strike one. He just has so much velocity on it. This is a good Treynor team. They got 12 wins on the year. That one's in the dirt. Good block by McKailson. 1 ball, 1 strike to Vortman. He's only allowed 1 base runner on a single. Last inning by Parrott, who then was retired on a fielder's choice. Off speed. Ooh, he checked his swing. The appeal, he did not go around. I think that was a good call, but it was darn near a strike anyway. That was a good pitch by Lutt. And Vortman did well to hold up. Now the 2-1 pitch. There's the heater. Swing and a miss for strike two. 2-2 to Vortman, who went 3 innings tonight and allowed 4 runs, all in the third for a 4-0 Underwood lead. The 2-2. Look out, that hit his helmet way up and in. And Garrett Lutt has allowed his second base runner. Vortman is aboard on a hit by pitch. That'll bring on Noah Jedlicka. So that's a pitch that Garrett Lutt would like to have back. I mentioned earlier that these two teams would likely play one another, could play another against one another for the district title. The Treynor Cardinals have a first-round game. The pitch is fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1 to Jedlicka. Underwood has a first-round bye. They'll face the winner of Clarinda and Shenandoah. 2 Hawkeye 10 teams have to face one another in the first round in the 2A sub-states. And Underwood gets them here. The 0-1 swing, and it's chopped foul over by the Treynor dugout, and it's 0-2. Kind of interesting. They got a bench over there on the Treynor dugout, and all the players are standing on the bench and leaning on the chain link fence in front of it. All kind of in a row with their Cardinal red. The 0-2 pitch to Jedlicka. Swing and a miss for strike three. That is strikeout number 8 by Lutt. He has now struck out 3 of his last 4 batters. 2 outs now for Luke Christensen. The first round of the playoffs are going to be on Saturday, July 5th. And Clarinda and Shenandoah are actually going to play in Treynor. It's going to be a doubleheader. That one will be at 5. And then Treynor hosts Missouri Valley at 7. The first pitch to Christensen. Looks like he fouled it off the catcher, McKailson, I believe. So the no, they're going to say it was a hit by pitch. It was a swing by Christensen, but they're going to say the ball hit him. Well, Andy Van Fossen says he swung, Mr. Umpire. He swung. If he swung and the ball hit him simultaneously, I guess, what is the rule there? That's one thing that I didn't. Oh, he hit it's catcher's interference. If that's that's different. If it didn't hit him, if he swung and he hit the mitt, and then that deflected the ball. So Van Fossen was saying, well, he swung, but the bat hit the mitt. So McKailson stuck his mitt out there, and that's catcher's interference. So that's essentially like a walk, and Riley Lovner will now bat. The 9-hitter. 4-0 Underwood, 2 on, 2 out for Treynor. And a good breaking ball in there for a called strike from Lutt. So Treynor will host 4-win Missouri Valley in a battle of 2 WIC teams in the first round on July 5th. And then the winner there will face Red Oak in the second round. Red Oak will have a bye. Fastball, that's at the knees for a called strike. 2 to Lovner, who is 0 for 1. He grounded to third his first time up. Vortman at second, Christensen at first. A hit batter and a catcher's interference. And it's 0-2 to the 9-hitter, Lovner. Lutt looks out at second. He'll come home. And Lovner swings and misses. He might have foul-tipped it, but Mikhailson holds on. Lutt strikes out the side for the first time tonight. He's got 9 strikeouts, and Treynor strands 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Underwood. Here.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
High school baseball on KSOM.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Underwood in command, 4-0. But Treynor doing their best job to try and stay in the ball game. They just haven't found a way to get runners across against Garrett Lutt, the ace for the Eagles. Nick Hackett will lead things off for Underwood. It'll be 5, 6, and 7, and Coach Van Fossen's lineup. Hackett is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's popped out on foul ground. Ball against Vortman. Lovner on in relief of him, starting his second inning of work. And the first pitch, he fouled it off his foot. Ouch. I just don't know how major leaguers do it. 165 games. I mean, they start the season, well, really they start playing in February. You know, spring training mid-February, and it goes all the way. The World Series ends the first part of November. Think about that. You're playing baseball. If you make it to the World Series, you're playing baseball the entire year. Swing and a miss on a good changeup by Lovner. Bottom fell out of that one. Hackett would love to have that swing back. It's 0-2. Hackett, a 375 hitter. Seems like this baseball season has kind of flown by. We're already getting to the last week of the regular season for the smaller schools next week. Swing and a check swing roller foul on the first base side, and Hackett stays alive. He hacked at it and able to hang in there. But Major League, I mean, I complain about the NBA season going too long. The NHL season goes too long. I mean, the NBA season just finished in mid-June. Same thing with the Stanley Cup Finals, mid-June. Swing by Hackett, he pops it up, going back to second base. But on the run is Parrott, the second baseman. It hung up in the air, and that allowed Parrott to track it down on the infield. And there's one away. And that'll bring on Easton Robertson. Robertson 0 for 1. He was robbed of a hit on a great, spectacular diving catch by Christensen with the bases loaded. Came up with him with 2 on and 2 out in the third and walked to fill the bases. Later scored on a balk. First pitch in there for a strike to Robertson. 4-0. Underwood scored all 4 of their runs in the bottom of the third inning. It has turned out to be just a spectacular, beautiful evening. There's strike number 2 from Lovner. Well, credit him. His ERA is fairly high, but he's out there throwing strikes and is keeping his team in the ball game. He's only allowed an infield single. He struck out the side in the 4th. The 2-strike pitch. Swing and a bouncy ball at the third, but playing in was Lewis, and he throws low, and the ball gets away. A little bit of contact there between Jedlicka at first and Robertson. Let's see what they rule. They're gonna, I mean, you could say contact there, maybe give him an extra base, but I don't think the ball did not get away that far. It will be an error. Boy, a great opportunity there for Lewis. And on the run, he just threw it too low, and there was no chance for Jedlicka at first base. So a one-out error, and now to bring on Hudson Ross, who had a two-run single his last time up. Quickly, though, first base goes Lovner, and diving back to the bag is Robertson, and his uniform will need laundry services afterwards. Eagles trying to add to a 4-0 lead here on Treynor. Robertson off first. He bluffs. The pitch is popped up, straight up into the air, and missed by Larson. It's going to end up in fair territory, so he's going to get the out. They didn't call an infield single, or excuse me, the infield fly rule on that with a runner at first. Robertson able to take second on the drop, but actually Larson dropped it and was in fair territory and still made the play. So 2 away, and Blake Brensel now the batter. Brensel 0 for 2. The bottom two hitters 0 for 4 combined for Underwood. Looking for a little two-out lightning here against Lovner. That one's in the dirt, and a good stab by Larson prevented Robertson from going to third. There's some grayish clouds, but not threatening clouds, in left. And beyond center field, it almost looks like some curvy white clouds in a line, and nothing but blue over the right field fence. 1-0 pitch. That one snaps the mitt. That's on the outside corner for a called strike to Brensel. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brensel has popped up, struck out. He was the last batter that Vortman faced in the third inning. That ended that third inning. He was the 8th man to come to the plate. 4 runs for Underwood there. And that's their lead. 1-1. Little nubber up the first base line. Off the mound is Lovner. Bad angle, but he makes the throw to first in time, and that will retire the side for Underwood in the 5th. No runs, no hits, an error. 1 left through 5. Underwood 4, Treynor nothing here on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
So on to the 6th inning we go. Chris Varney along with you. Fletcher Toft is our videographer, powered by Nishtanet, technically awesome. I call him Fletch. Did you ever see the movie Fletch? Fletch? You're going to have to watch it. Chevy Chase, you ever heard of Chevy Chase? No, you haven't heard of Chevy Chase? Oh my gosh. First pitch to Dylan Dreyer is in there for a called strike from Garrett Lutt. 0-1. Dreyer 0 for 2. Lutt's only allowed 1 hit. Fastball, and that's a chopper towards second. Gloved by Hackett. He goes to first. 1 away. You've heard of Saturday Night Live, though, Fletch, right? Yeah, you got it. The bell got rung. He knows now. He got it now. 1 away for Will Parrott. Parrott has the only hit of the night for the Cardinals. And a check swing foul over everybody's head. Over the screen on the first base side, and it's 0-1. Chevy Chase was in Fletch. It was a great movie. Then they did a sequel. Not so great. That one's in the dirt by Lutt. Why is it the sequels always stink, except for Godfather? Godfather 2, Godfather 2 won an Oscar, and the third Lord of the Rings won an Oscar. The only sequels. 1-1 pitch, and that just missed by Lutt. 2 balls and a strike to count to Parrott. And Lutt works quickly. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Through the heater, and Parrott couldn't handle it. It's even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 6th inning. Chevy Chase did another movie. Well, he did a lot of movies. That one bounced foul on the third base side. 2-2 the count to Parrott. But there was a movie that he did with Demi Moore and John Candy and Dan Aykroyd, and it might have been the worst movie of all time. And I'm trying to remember. I put it out of my mind, and I can't remember the name of it. 2-2 swing and a miss by Parrott. That's number 10 of the game for Lutt. 2 out, nobody on for Brody Larson. Larson reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. He's also grounded a second. He's 0 for 2. And Garrett Lutt has only allowed really 3 base runners. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Well, one of them really wasn't his fault. It was a catcher's interference at last inning and a hit by pitch. So 2 on for Treynor, but they haven't had anybody to third base. Swing and a high fly ball hit into shallow center. Going to be a tough play. No, it's going to hang up in the air, and Robertson tracks it down, and that will retire the side. So Lutt retires the Cardinals in order for the 4th time tonight. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Underwood leads 4-0 here on KSOM.
I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Top of the Cardinals. The Battle of the Birds tonight in the Western Iowa Conference. It will be 9-1-2 in the Underwood lineup here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Riley Lovner still pitching for Treynor. I thought of the name of that movie, Nothing But Trouble, which was appropriate because it was nothing but terrible. I'm not going to tell you the premise of it, but don't ever. Seems like Chevy Chase, all his movies were either good or just awful. And of course, nothing better than Caddyshack. Nothing better. Well, there are a couple other movies. Well, not for Chase. First pitch to Brummett looked a little low, but it's ruled as strike. Brummett, a little tall. But Lovner got the good strike there. Brummett 0 for 2. He struck out Look at his last time up against Lovner, and he's fly to right. Swing, and he got a piece. But Lovner ahead at 0-2. Of course, Chevy Chase, one of the original members of Saturday Night Live, but he only lasted a season. He and Bill Murray didn't get along. The 0-2 pitch, and that's a slow chopper hit to short. Dreyer charges it, gotta hurry, throws to first just in time to get Brummett. And there's one away here in the 6th inning, and that'll bring on McHaleson, top of the order for Underwood. It has really been a dominating season for this baseball team, and they're going to face some tough competition. Actually, when you look at the power rankings on Bound, and they take strength of schedule into account, Pleasantville has a higher power ranking than Underwood. But Underwood, the rankings, the coaches' rankings come out once a week, and they come out on Monday. First pitch to Mickelson is up and in. The 1-0 from Lovner is high as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Mickelson is 0 for 2 with a walk. He has struck out twice. Pleasantville, Van Meter, I believe, is pretty good. There was another team that was high up there. 2-0 pitch, and that's grounded to short. Dreyer scoops it up and handles a good hop and throws to first in time to get Mickelson. And there's 2 gone in the 6th, and that'll bring on Lutt. The Western Iowa Conference has been competitive, and Treynor, one of them, Tri-Center, has been a tough team. Although the first meeting between those two, it was an easy win for Underwood, 13-1. The second time around, much closer. That could be the potential sub-state final. Lutt swings and skies that one deep to left. Going back to the wall. It is gone again. Garrett Lutt, his second home run of the night, and it's 5-0 Underwood. That pitch was low, and Lutt, he says he likes to play golf and kind of a little bit, and he golfed that one over the wall and left for his second home run of the night. His 5th of the season, RBI 2 of the night, 23 of the season. And Underwood on top 5-0. A 2-out blast from Lutt. And that'll bring on Riker Adair. You just don't know how to pitch to him. You just got to pitch and hope. Is pretty much. You got to try and stay out of his wheelhouse, and Lovner threw one low, and Lutt just hammered it. The first pitch to Adair is in the dirt. He's just one of those players that you have to face with nobody on. Swing and a ground ball hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Adair. And this is, again, the second time through the order. That's when Underwood scored against Vortman. The second time through the order. You almost, maybe the best way to play Underwood is throw one pitcher through the first 9 innings, bring in another pitcher, make them face the lineup one time. He might have to use 4 pitchers, but I don't know. I don't know how you can get this team out. Here's Miles now. First pitch in there for a strike. Miles is 0 for 1. He's reached on a hit by pitch, a walk. He scored a run. He struck out looking his last time up against Lovner. It's 5-0 Underwood now with a lead here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1, that's chopped just down the line, foul at third. And it's 0-2 to Miles. In the top half of the 7th inning, Treynor has Hill, Lane, and Vortman due up 4, 5, and 6. If you can believe it, we are motoring right along in this one. I don't want to jinx anything, but it's motoring right along. The 0-2 pitch now to Miles. Swing and foul back to the screen. In sub-state number 8, again, Underwood has the bye. They'll play either Clarinda or Shenandoah. And that game is scheduled for July 18th here. And they'll host a doubleheader. Red Oak will play the winner of Treynor, Missouri Valley here. That one just missed up high. Good eye that time by Miles. Lovner nearly got the strikeout. 1-2 the count to Miles. Adair on at first with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, knee high. Good pitch by Lovner. And that will retire the side. But Garrett Lutt goes deep again. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. Last call for Treynor. We go to the 7th. 5-0 Underwood here on KSOM.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
High school baseball on KSOM.
So Treynor somehow must get base runners on. They'll try and get a couple on and make Underwood stress a little bit as we go to the 7th. 5-0 Eagles with the lead. Ethan Hill leads it off. And the first pitch misses a little high for ball one. Just one hit for Treynor, just 3 base runners. All night long, technically 4, but a single retired on a fielder's choice. Off speed by Lutt is high, and he falls behind Hill at 2 balls and no strikes. Hill is grounded to short and struck out. Lutt has 10 strikeouts coming into the 7th. And his pitch count, way low. 66. Number 67 is a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count to Hill. Not even close to like 90 or anything like that. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That ball almost looked like a softball riser. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ethan Hill. Underwood looking for their 18th win of the year. That one low. Threw that one a little off speed, maybe a changeup. And the count is full now to Hill, cleanup hitter for the Cardinals. Fastball, blew it right by him. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 11 for Garrett Lutt. One away for Colton Lane. Like I said, they'll probably use him once next week against either Bedford, Woodbury Central, or Harlan. We'll have coverage of the Harlan game Wednesday night. And then they get ready for the playoffs. Swing and a miss by Lane. 0-1, who has struck out twice from Garrett Lutt. And the 0-1 to Lane. Fastball, that's a strike at the outside corner, and it's 0-2. 2 strikeouts of the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. 1 in the 4th. Strike 3 called on Lane. And that is strikeout number 12. 2 out for Vortman. He struck out the side on the 5th. He struck out 1 in the 6th. Now 2 in the 7th. He struck out at least 1 in every half inning. First pitch to Vortman in the dirt for ball 1. Vortman hit by a pitch his last time up. He struck out in the 2nd. 4 runs for Underwood in the 3rd. Lutt has done it all. He has homered twice. Swing and foul back to the screen. 1-1 now to Vortman. Lutt, a 1-out homer to center in the 3rd. Then a single, a walk, a pop out, a walk to Robertson to load the bases. Hudson Ross then drove in 2. Robertson scored a run on a balk. And then Lutt, a solo home run in the 6th. That accounted for all the Eagles' runs. The 2-1. Way up high with a fastball. 3-1 now to Vortman. And now the sun begins to set. We got a colorful sky with some light oranges, a little bit of pinkish hues rolling through the skies. 3-1. Strike at the inside corner. Vortman thought it was ball 4. He's only walked 2 all year long. He did not walk Vortman there. 3-1 to count to Vortman. Swing and a miss for strike two. Strike three. That's the ball game. The count read 3-1, but it was 3-2 and 2-2. I guess he struck out the side, and that's the ball game. Underwood victorious as they go to 18-1 on the season. And Garrett Lutt homers twice, and he throws a one-hit shutout, striking out 13. He hit one batter, and a dominating win for Underwood here tonight over Treynor, 5-0. We'll take a break and come back to wrap this one up here on KSOM.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
This is Kim. All Alliance Window Systems products come standard with low E glass and argon gas, and all styles are energy efficient rated, so you pay less on your heating and cooling costs. Plus, get peace of mind knowing your product comes with an assurance plus limited lifetime warranty. You don't have to sacrifice style for efficiency with Alliance Window Systems, available at Anita Supply Center. We're here to help.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
High school baseball on KSOM.
So Garrett Lutt, a dominating performance, a one-hit shutout for the junior, future Iowa Hawkeye, and he homers twice for Underwood, and they whip past Treynor for their 18th win of the season, 5-0 over the Cardinals. The line totals in the ball game for the Cardinals: no runs, one hit, one error. They leave 2. Underwood 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They leave 8. Garrett Lutt, the winner, one-hit shutout, strikes out 13. He gets the win at 7-0. Reese Vortman takes the loss at 2-2. Time of the ball game is 1 hour and 34 minutes. Treynor falls to 12-7, 10-5 in the conference. Underwood goes to 18-1. They have already clinched the conference championship. They are 15-0. They'll look to make it completely undefeated tomorrow night when they take on AHSTW in a makeup game. Then next week, they have 3 games: Bedford and Woodbury Central. And then they take on Harlan next Wednesday night. We'll have coverage of that game here on KSOM. It'll be our last regular season game, our last video game of the season. And it should be an entertaining one, to say the least. And then the playoffs arrive next. For Treynor, they just know they're going up against a juggernaut in this Underwood team that is looking to go back-to-back and try to win another state title. For the Treynor Cardinals, they have St. Albert coming up tomorrow in a non-conference game. Then they play Council Bluffs, Thomas Jefferson, and in Glenwood. And then they'll take on Missouri Valley in the first round of the playoffs. So they're now completed with their conference opponents. So that's going to wrap things up here for tonight. We will not be on the air tomorrow for baseball, but Monday night we'll be heading to Guthrie Center. It's our look at ACGC. The Chargers are playing much better this season. They only had 2 wins a year ago. They're up to 7 so far this year. They take on Madrid in a West Central Conference showdown. That'll be a 7 o'clock start time on Monday, 7 or 7:30. Right in that ballpark, somewhere in there. We'll have it for you on Monday night on KSOM and on Western Iowa Today TV. Like and subscribe us on YouTube and follow along all our interviews and live broadcasts on Western Iowa Today TV. That's going to wrap things up here from Underwood. Once again, the line totals: Treynor, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They leave 2. Underwood, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They leave 8. Lutt, the winner, 7-0. Vortman, the loss at 2-2. Time of the game, 1 hour, 34 minutes. Want to thank Michael Scherf back at the plush KSOM studios, making sure we get on the air okay. Thanks to Fletcher Toft, our videographer, powered by Nishtanet here tonight. This is Chris Varney signing off from Underwood High School. Once again, reminding you the final score. It is Underwood 5 and Treynor nothing. Good night, everybody, from